Welcome everybody, my name is Kim. Today I'm going to be using Recreate to create a social media marketing video. Before I get into this, if you like this content, please hit like and subscribe. That way you'll be letting me know that you like this content and want me to produce more stuff around this topic. So, like and subscribe. Thank you for joining me on this video. Recreate is pretty new on the market, so it's an interesting one to be taking a look at. For this project, the things you need to know is I have already talked to the client about this, so I know their language and the content that they actually want to have portrayed through this video. They have also given me some photographic assets which I'm going to be able to use, which promotes their brand. So I've already gone through that stuff and made the images work the way that I want them to work. So now it's just up to using Recreate to create some social media assets. Let's get into it. So here we are at the Recreate homepage. So the first thing I'm going to do, because this client I'm hoping to work with again, I want to be able to contain all of their assets together. So what I'm going to do is go to my Your Projects page and create a new, add a folder. So, and I'm going to name this one who my client is. The main reasons I'm going to want to be doing that is because then everything which I upload for this particular client, like all the assets and everything that I build for them, is all going to be contained within that one folder. So I'm not going to lose it or get it messed up with any other client. So every other video which I do for this client, I'll be able to just go back in through this and use the same any assets which I'm going to upload. I really like at the start of this, the things which we've got here is what format do you want this particular thing to be going to? Because there's pre-made templates for all these different platforms. Now, the particular one which I want for my client is going to be a square Instagram. That's what they're marketing towards. So I can just click on that and then it filters down all the templates which are going to be useful for this. I am going to go for one thing that is fairly handy is that when you do click on one of these templates, you do get a preview of what it's going to look like once it's rendered out. So you can see them fairly quickly and pick out which one's going to work for you. I'm going to use this one as a square template and build off of that. So just quickly to start off with, over on the right here, it gives you the storyboard view of everything that's going on. And you can slide through and see that this one contains 3 pages or 3 storyboards. Over in the left here is your working area that can tell you everything that you can do. To start off with, I want to actually upload my assets which I want. So you go into that folder and I can just drag and drop the files I want in here. The first thing I'm going to want to do for this particular video is to brand it. Down here in the brand tab, there's a spot where you can actually upload a logo. So these guys have their logo, and what this, which I can bring in, and what this then does, you can either use it to type it. There are many different ways you can brand it. Some clients will have branding which they want on it. Some of them won't. Some of them won't. Anyway, what this does then from the brand is it gives you a in the top right corner, it gives you the logo, the company logo up the top. So that's why this particular logo is for the brand I'm working with. It'll just appear up in the top corner. For changing things around in here, you can click around and grab onto images. Then if you click down on the animation tab, you can see that all of these, as you click on an asset, you can see that it highlights. And if you click in, you can see that it's going to slide right at 0.2, lasts for 1 second. Down the bottom here, or on the right information, you can see that it's going to last, this particular storyboard panel lasts for 7 seconds. You can either crop or delete it. That'll delete the whole thing. Up in the top here, you can delete elements. What I want to do is get rid of this generic image. That one's no good to me. I'm also don't like all of these graphics. They're not, like we don't need all these words in here, so I'm just going to delete that one, delete that one, delete this one, and I don't even want this circle here either, so I'm going to delete that too, get rid of that. I do want this though. I might just lock that so I can stop grabbing it. that one. I can grab this and move it over here. And for this particular one, we've gone through with the client and they've said they want and with these boxes, if it goes out two sides, you can actually just make it bigger so that the words fit in there. Launching in 2021. Oh, guess what? That's where we are now. Hooray! Click off, clicks back in, means you can then move it around. And the other thing which I want in here is an image. Drag and drop it from my uploads folder. I want to grab this one, put it in here. Shuffle this around a little bit. So you can see that just grabbing and moving this stuff's pretty easy. I'm also going to have to define when this one comes in. So we can go to our animation tab down here. We can see it's now called image 5, which I don't like image 5. I'm going to go, if I click on the inbox, I then going to say I don't want it to fade in. I'm going to choose it to shift, probably slide from down, slide up, so it would be slide up. And I'm going to want it to start after 0.2, and like the last one, it went to 1, so to 1. And there's also an image in the background here which I'm going to want to get rid of because it doesn't do anything. I might actually just grab this image group 1 and push that down. I actually want to push it down so that there just looks a little bit more dynamic if that's moving in as well. There we go. And give it a quick play to test what it looks like. Fabulous. 7 might be a bit long. Might just make it down to 5. And you can test that out as you go through, you'll see what it feels. Fade to bottom. So what this fade to bottom means is how is this page transitioning to this page? And that's my transitions. They give you a lot of preset, fade to bottom, fade to top. I would rather this one just actually wiped. I like wipes better. That's just me. And we can wipe up just like you'd normally do with your phone. You just sit there and go chunk, chunk, chunk. So, or if you're used to other program, it's swipe right. Well, we can swipe right. There we go, wipe right. And then we're on to the next one. Train your body. Now, again, with this particular one, I don't want train your body. That's not what the words that they want to have in here. So I'm going to grab this, go to texts, actually just double click on it and I can get rid of that. And they want to have for individuals, made for individuals, and then change the color to white. Boom. And I might make this one a little bit bigger too, because again I'm going to grab that which is their image and just delete it. Grab that big yellow one, delete that. I'm going to grab this down here too. I don't want that one either. This one they wanted to be comfort, and also I'm just going to copy that, paste it, move it down, and also have there we go. And I also want to import a new image in here. That one, and make it a bit smaller, bring it up. Nice. And then, well, actually we want image 6, walking. Comfort, style. There we go. Now, comfort, this one's already got some 1.51. So this one probably needs to have a shift left on it too. Shift from left. This one probably needs to be starting out just after the other one, so 1.7. And this will go to 1.2. And this needs to, this image needs to not fade in, shift from the right, coming from the other way, from 0.5 and go till 2. So let's see what that looks like. Probably just going to want this one to be down to 5 seconds as well. Get a rhythm going there. And I want this made for individuals one to be coming in a lot better. That's just much better. All right, now on to the last one. Slide right. No, I don't want slide right. I want wipe right for this one as well. So go down to transitions, wipe right. And then this is their words. I'm going to get rid of that. Get rid of that. I'm going to keep this, but I want it to be I like having this little line here too. That's pretty cool. Put that down there. Join us today. No. No. We want to get rid of that. We want to get you. We're going to change that to be white. And we're getting rid of that. And we want our last image, which we've got in here. And then we want some animation on that as well. Let's go image 4, group 2. Can we get fade up instead of from down? From down. So it's going to fade up. Start time from 0 and duration. We're going to want that to come in 0.5 because that's pretty cool. And then this one is, I want this one to be a little bit longer than the other two, but not a lot. And let's pray that. Don't like the way that does from that. Let's fade from up. .5, 1.5. We'll see how that goes. Beautiful, and that'll be our last scene then. And then not doing a fade out transition, we just want, and the last thing there is just to none at the end. Beautiful, so now we've got 3 pages put together really quickly with images and text. Oh. And the last thing we need to put in over the whole top is Recreate has quite a collection of free, royalty-free music to work with, which is great. It's great to have a good collection of royalty-free music. It just gives that a little bit more pop. The hardest part is finding the right one. Once you've got it and you are happy with it, simple case of just hitting download. And that's it. I hope you found this video useful. There's links in the description for everything that I've used to create this and recreate, and I'd like to thank Curve Crew for allowing me to use the images in this promotional education video. Check them out as well. And I wish everyone a very happy 2021!